Hello, everyone. So I thought to myself, it's been a while since I did a recording, and I figured I would show you guys something. Now I have a vehicle, I can actually go places, so I figured I'd give you guys a decent enough view here. This is downtown Calgary. Now there is a purpose to this recording. Tomorrow is election day, okay? And to my understanding of things, tomorrow is also the day, at least in Calgary, Alberta, where you're going to need a V-Pass to go certain places, like restaurants, gyms, stuff like that. Okay. Now, to my understanding, this is not under effect for all locations, so you can still go to grocery stores. So essential places are still open whether you do or do not have a V-Pass. I'm calling it a V-Pass because I don't want this recording to be censored or taken down. So anyhow, I prayed and I ended up asking God about what about military, people being forced to do certain things, grocery stores, in fact, shutting down to people who do not have a V-Pass, all this stuff. And to my understanding of things, at least in Calgary, I don't know about every other location in Canada, but at least in Calgary for sure, everything will be okay until January. I have a feeling January 1st, something different is going to happen. Now, what that is, I'm not sure, but I do ask you guys not to worry about anything and to trust God. Now, in the meantime, I have an idea. Okay, I've been asking people to please start stocking up on as many dry goods as possible in case they do prevent people who have not taken the V to buy groceries. All right. Now, I have an idea. My idea is I would like to go and get some land. Okay. I want to get some land and I want to get some goats for milk or cows or whatever. I want to get some chickens for eggs. Okay. Gardens, stock up on dry goods, all this stuff as much as possible. And for anyone who does not want to take the V, I want them to have a safe place to come to outside of the city where they can come and stay for a while if they need to. They can come and get food if they need to, all this stuff. Now, it's interesting. I have told some of my friends this, but apparently, and this is in fact a true story, you guys, about 3 weeks before the C ever happened or was announced on the news, Yahweh did tell me, Joshua, I want you to get 3 acres of land. I want you to get goats, chickens, and start stocking up on dry goods. Now, my response to that was, I'm like, Abba, there's nothing I would love more than to get out of the city and out in the country, because I can hear God better out in the country. It's just more peaceful there and stuff. And I said, but there's a problem. I don't have any money, so I can't really do that kind of stuff. You're going to need to bless me with money somehow. Now, I have a feeling certain things will be happening in October for myself. Now, I will somehow manage to keep you guys posted on this. There's a guy on a scooter right there. I don't know if you can see that. Can I zoom into that? Little scooter. It's blurry. So I want to keep you guys updated with this, where if I manage to get a location, all this stuff, I will private message people near my location. And if there's anybody who actually does have, the finances, the means, all that stuff to start doing this kind of thing. Because in all reality, you guys, if you think about it, ideally the military will focus on cities where there's great population. They won't really care too much about people out in the country in the middle of nowhere kind of thing. That's going to be more of a last resort, last priority kind of thing. That's the way I would think of it, really, if I was a prime minister or a president or, the army. I'd focus on the majority first, right? So if anybody does have this kind of means to have land, be able to let people stay, ideally it would be ideal to try to start doing this right away prior to January 1st of 2022. Okay? Now call this a very strong feeling from God. And please take it seriously. It's a very strong feeling I have, and I'm usually not wrong with these kinds of feelings. Okay. Now, with that, I'm trying to think if there's anything else here I would need to say. Obviously, trust God, try not to be afraid, do not move in fear. Something I have learned myself is when your emotions grow louder, God's voice seems quieter. And it's not a good place to be. Psalm 28:1, King David says, if I cannot hear your voice, I am like those who fall in the pit. Like I will have no direction, right? So there was a brief time there not too long ago where I started feeling a little anxious and nervous about this, and I don't get anxious or nervous about stuff. But it got to the point I actually started having trouble hearing God's voice. So I had to calm myself quite a bit. But anyhow, this is the direction I'm getting. This is the information I'm getting from God. I thought I'd share it with you guys and encourage you guys to please do the same.